Hey folks, Chef Tamara here at Chartier. Just wanted to give everyone the rundown on our new Tourtière kit this season. We decided to change things up and do a DIY version. So you get to come and pick up all the components here, take it home, and make a fun family night out of it. I would like to showcase all of our products. So you'll be taking home a 1 liter of the meat filling, which in itself is gluten-free. And then we have our house-made Tourtière pie dough, which is a little more resilient and a lot easier to work with. And then the pie tin, ready to assemble in all of its components. Just wanted to give you a breakdown on the fully cooked meat filling that you'll be picking up for your Tourtière. So we support 3 different local farms. The first one being ground pork from Irving's Farm. Second being ground bison from Thundering Ground Bison Ranch. And then the third being 4-whistle duck that we confit and pull and then add to the mix in the end. You're going to take your lovely pie tin here and add a bit of grease. You can use butter, oil, pan spray, whichever works for you. And then dust it lightly with a little bit of flour. This will prevent your meat pie from sticking. So then we have the fully prepped tin set aside. Then you can go ahead and unwrap your pie dough. Now we made sure to give you enough to have lots of odds and ends to work with afterwards, or as Sylvia loves to do, some pâtisseurs if you have any of the leftovers. So I would just go ahead and cut it right down the middle and set aside the top for later. And then you want to dust your flour surface to make for easier pie rolling / pulling up of the dough to prevent the cracking. Flatten it out gently with your hands first. And the key is you don't want to overwork your dough just in case it gets too tough. And then a little flour on top, perhaps on your rolling pin, and then start the rolling process. Our pie dough that we are giving you does have egg in it, so it is going to make the dough a little more elastic and a little bit easier to work with, which makes it that much more forgiving and easier. So it will have a little bit more bounce back. As you can see, this one retracts a bit, and you want to go at least 1/8 of an inch, if not thinner. And then once you have that, you can press down with your fingertip and see exactly how thick it is throughout, and making sure it's even. One last roll there, and then you take your floured and greased pie tin and lift up your pie dough, and you can see how well it holds together. It legitimately is the easiest pie dough to work with. And then just fit it over your pie shell and then smooth it out with your fingertips to get into all of the creases. And there we have your bottom. The addition of your meat filling. So the key is it's easier to work with once it's room temperature as well. And you're going to basically just take the whole thing, start with it at that, and then use your spoon to keep it in a mound format. So if you like the way that Chartier does their pies, this is how we do the filling. And you get that beautiful mountain in the center. So press it all down, keeping your pie edge clean, because that will make sure that your top then with the egg wash will seal all of the meat juice in. Bottom, like you had with the pastry brush, and a little bit of egg wash. So just whisk up 1 egg with a little bit of water to thin it out, and then gently go around the sides, a little bit down into the ledge there, and make your way around the pie so you'll get a full seal. If you don't have a pastry brush, you could probably use your fingers to do that part as well. And then you're going to gently pull up your pie dough, make sure it doesn't stick, and then make sure you put it over evenly. And then starting at one side, you can start to tuck it around the meat filling on the inside, and then make sure that it is connecting with the bottom layer and the egg wash to prevent any air bubbles from getting out. And then just gently make your way around the entire pie, sealing it in. We have the edge of our pie. So I said we had all this overhang, so you just take a nice sharp paring knife and gently go around to get all of the trim, because this will be what you use for your decorating. Okay, so just have that set to the side. And the biggest tip and trick I can say is in any pie you should have some kind of venting. So in ours we always do the traditional triangle in the center. This prevents all the steam from escaping and helps for your pie dough to cook evenly. There we go. So, finished product. We've taken all the trim, we've gotten all the samples. This is how we do it at the restaurant, but what we really want to see with these DIY kits is how you're doing it at home. So on Instagram or Facebook with the hashtag DIY Chartier, post your finished pies so we can see them and enjoy them as well, from your house to ours. And then there is a chance at winning a $200 gift certificate for here at the restaurant.